Hey Q30, it's Mason Glad.
And it's Ben Darling, and today we're going to be reviewing Disney Plus's Obi Wan Kenobi series. I love the fact that we got a Kenobi series. I have been wanting this for a while now. Obi Wan Kenobi is one of my favorite characters since Clone Wars, and I just think the way they handle him and how they handle a depressed Jedi Master in this series was very well done. I love the fact that in like the first episode, Ewan McGregor has like only 2 lines of dialogue. It's a little bit of an over exaggeration on that bit, but I just love the fact that they let us watch what is happening rather than telling us what is happening.
I really liked the series. I thought it was honestly wildly inconsistent. I thought some episodes were really, really great and some of the best Star Wars we've seen, and some were very boring and weird. But, that happens, and I think the finale stuck the landing like so well. I honestly think the show would have been better if it was just a movie. Because
Yeah,
I think you could shave some stuff off, have the whole finale be the second half of the movie, and I think that would have made more sense. You're a huge Star Wars fan, I know. So what were some of the best moments of the series for you?
honestly, my favorite moment was the moment where Obi-Wan gets ready for the duel and he does the classic stance sort of just that whole fight, and I thought that was really cool to see Hayden acting as Anakin, which really it really tug at the heartstrings.
There have been some slightly controversial things that have happened in this show, and one of the main characters in the show is a young Princess Leia, which was not revealed in the marketing. How did you think that was handled?
Honestly, I really liked young Leia. She is a savage, especially when she is in that scene on Alderaan when she's talking to her cousin. It was such a jaw-dropping moment, and I love that they wrote Leia like that.
I was surprised to see young Leia pop up because, like I said, it wasn't in any of the marketing. So I was like, wow, that's such a cool thing and something I wouldn't have thought of. And I think she was really cool. I think she probably got more screen time than I would have liked, and like the episode like 2 to 4 range, like there was a lot of young Leia, and that was kind of like, okay, like
We needed to
I don't
chill,
know, we can
pump the brakes there.
like move on a little bit from some of the stuff, but I thought the actress did a great job, and like it was cool to see. So I have no real complaints about it. Another thing that everyone didn't know they wanted from Star Wars, and apparently a lot of people don't, because this was an especially controversial addition, is a new character, Riva. I'm just wanting to hear your thoughts on what you thought about Riva.
I think I do understand some of the criticisms that are coming from it. The majority of them I feel are just because there are some people in the Star Wars fandom that just can't handle new characters. It's a little disappointing, but at the same time, it's just like it's kind of expected because these people grew up like this with kids, and they're still thinking of this in their kids' brain, so they have to like attune it to be like, hey, this is new stuff, I need to give it a chance. I think the actress does a phenomenal job.
Personally, I think Riva was one of the things that didn't work as well in the show, but by the time we got to the end of the finale, I understood what they were trying to do with the character.
Yeah.
And I think if, and let's be honest, when her story continues, I think there's a lot of room to grow the character. I guess like a lot of her scenes, I was just wishing it was Darth Vader, especially in the beginning and stuff. But I understood her role in the show, so I get it. This is the Obi Wan Kenobi show, so obviously Obi Wan Kenobi is the star, but Darth Vader is also the star with Hayden Christensen returning. So how do you think this show will handle these two ultra iconic characters?
I loved it. And while you're asking the question, I was like getting giddy, but like I love the way they handled Vader. I think they characterized Vader perfectly. I think they characterized Anakin perfectly. I think they characterized Obi-Wan pretty much perfectly.
You didn't mention, but it's definitely worth a mention. Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen are so good in these roles. Both of them picking up their roles so easily and so fast. Especially in that finale, Ewan McGregor, what a great performance. After their big battle, just seeing his face, like that really struck me, and that was super, super cool. So yeah, I think they handled them super, super well. I loved in the finale seeing Qui-Gon and seeing the Emperor, and it kind of all fit together so well, and everything made sense, and I understood this show's place in the Star Wars universe.
I really love the connections with Luke, with Leia, all that stuff. It really makes sense with like when in A New Hope, that's how Leia knows that it's Obi Wan Kenobi and not Ben Kenobi, like Luke. Like Luke, like straight up until like the sixth episode is still saying Ben Kenobi, and Leia always knew him as Obi Wan. And it really makes sense, and it makes sense also why she named her child Ben Solo after Ben Kenobi. And I like the ties with Order 66. That opening Order 66 scene blew my mind. I was just like, holy cow. And I really liked the whole intercom with like Palpatine saying execute Order 66. It kind of echoes with like in Bad Batch when we had Tech saying one directive is getting repeated over and over again, and that's execute Order 66.
Overall, I think this is a great show, and I'm excited for anything that happens in the future. So
I am too. I'm looking forward to it. I got my Obi-Wan Funko Pop and I are waiting.
Thank you for talking with me, Ben, and
Thanks for having me
for watching.